welcome to the video. My name is Charity Majors and I am here to share with you one of my favorite things about Isagenix. Now you might be looking at this because you've gone into your back office and maybe on the home screen you have kind of seen, okay, what does it mean? I've had these holdover points or this volume, or it says I have however many members underneath me, or maybe maybe someone reached out to you and said, hey, you have like 50 people underneath you, or maybe you're just wanting to know a little bit more about how sharing Isagenix works when it comes to the residual side of things. So if you're wondering these things, then you are in the right place. So obviously you love Isagenix and the awesome products that we have. And so for us as human beings, we naturally share with others the things that we love, right? Like we tell friends to go see a good movie, or we tell other people to go to my hairdresser, or whatever it might be. And so this word of mouth marketing is really an amazing concept. And so that's why Isagenix really decided to be network marketing. So don't be afraid if you have had perceptions about network marketing. I did too, until I realized that it was just all about referrals and sharing something that you love. So going back to loving Isagenix. So here's you. So obviously, your friend who also loves Isagenix shared it with you. Now, when you look in your back office under the team tab, as you start to look at what's called your downline or your genealogy or your organization, you might notice that there are people underneath you. And now I'm going to show you what this means. So because Isagenix is what's called a binary compensation plan, all it means is that we only have a right team and a left team. And what is so incredible about the Isagenix compensation plan, now travel with me in your mind for a minute here with your mind's eye, but there is unlimited depth when it comes to sharing Isagenix and how we are able to really collect that residual income. So I'm going to show you how it first starts. So you clearly love Isagenix, right? And you maybe have done a post about it, or maybe you've told a few friends about it. And so now maybe you have a friend who's ready to get started. So now all of a sudden, okay, sweet, I've got someone who wants to get started. And now what do I put them? Well, we're just gonna put them on one side. Just like you're walking, you have a right side and a left side. So it's just one on your right, one on your left, one on your right, one on your left. And so then all of a sudden, maybe another person wants to get started and they're super excited. So now we're gonna go there. So right, one on your right, one on your left. And as this naturally starts to happen, people start to be really excited. They are loving the products, and maybe another person starts. Maybe this person really loves it, just like you do, and not just like I do. And they are totally like in love, and they are going to start to share it with a few of their friends. So we're going to start to kind of go like this, and maybe this person over here, maybe it's your mom or your sister or someone that reached out to you on Facebook, they also really like it. And then all of a sudden, this person over here loves it, just like we all do, and they start to do a Facebook post and they start to share it with a few other people. Now I will tell you, just to be real, you might get some of these people. Now they might, whether it's return the product or it doesn't work for them, and that's okay. We still love them. Maybe they just weren't ready. Maybe it wasn't the right timing for them. And so understand that we still love and support them in their journey regardless. So with these people, that's okay. It's going to happen. It's going to be part of the journey. So all of a sudden we've got kind of this really cool thing that's starting to happen, right? You're sharing, they're sharing, and all of a sudden you start to get some money like from the ISA wallet, this email that says, hey, happy Monday, you just got paid from Isagenix. And you're like, what the heck? How did I do that? Well, it's the ripple effect, you guys. So as it starts to build like this, I want you to imagine with me, what if you were just a few people away from complete financial freedom? And I'm going to explain to you what this means. So as you can see, I've got my fancy little whiteboard here, and I've kind of have somewhat mimicked what I've got going on over here. And when you have your right side and your left side, so I'm going to kind of draw a little line down the middle. So here's you, and we've got your one side and the other, and as this starts to naturally grow, as you share and as they share and as you continue to share and as they continue to share, right? So now I have a right side. I'm trying to figure out what side this is going to be for you guys. Right side and a left side. And so as this happens, all of the points of product that are ordered underneath you, regardless of if you have enrolled them or not. So remember, this person that loves it, they shared it with a couple friends, and this person that loved it shared it with a few people as well. So even though you didn't enroll this person, or even though you didn't enroll this person, because they are below you in your organization, you get credit for every single point of product that they order. Now I'm going to explain to you what that means. So because we only have a right side and a left side, when one side reaches 300 points of product, and when the other side reaches 600 points of product, this is what's called a cycle. And a cycle in Isagenix is worth about $54. So if you can imagine what would start to happen with residual income, so as people order, as they are loving their product, as they're getting healthy, all of a sudden, what would happen? Imagine with me. All of a sudden, ready? Wait for it. If this person starts to share and they absolutely love it and starts to go crazy and build it with a bunch of people, and all of a sudden, this person, right, they love Isagenix and they just start to share it authentically, and they share and you share and they share and you share. And then all of a sudden, this person over here, all the way down, and then all of a sudden, see everyone, they're just so happy. We just love Isagenix. And then all of a sudden this person, and all of a sudden you start to get this volume of points of product, of people being healthy and people loving Isagenix and loving the products. So even though you didn't necessarily enroll this person, everything that they do, every customer that they share it with, every business builder that they share it with, you get credit for that, for the points and for the residual income. And so I want you to imagine with me that what it would be like that if you just had one person on your left and one person on your right, whether you have enrolled them or not, because remember, all of the volume flows back up through your business center, whether you've enrolled them or not. What if that could create, maybe it's $500, maybe it's $1,000, maybe it's $5,000 a week or a month, or even at night while you sleep, or while you're playing with your kids, or while you're on vacation, or while whatever it is that you are doing. I just want you to imagine that what if this started to happen, or maybe again, maybe you've seen the numbers in your back office and maybe this is already happening and you just don't know quite yet what to do with it. So I hope that this video explains a little bit. I'm going to give you one more analogy when it comes to Isagenix. So if someone were to take a big dump truck of rocks, little pebbles, and dump them in your backyard, and they said underneath these rocks there are a few different amounts of checks. So underneath one of the rocks is a check for $500. Underneath another one of the rocks is a check for $1,000. Underneath one of the other rocks is a check for $10,000. Underneath one more of these rocks is a check for $1 million. Because remember that there's no cap on the income that can happen with Isagenix. And so if they dumped a big dump truck into your backyard, and all you had to do is pick up the rocks and just keep finding the ones that have the check and finding the ones that have the check. So this analogy comes into play that all of a sudden maybe you're telling someone about Isagenix, right? You're picking up that rock and they're not the one that has the check, or they're not the one that's going to say yes, and that's okay. You're just going to keep going because if you have this vision in your mind and if you understand what this can do for you or for your family, are you gonna just like pick up a couple rocks and say, oh, I guess that those checks aren't here, like see you later? Or are you gonna keep picking up the rocks and keep picking up the rocks and keep going through the no's and keep posting and keep sharing and keep finding the ones that love it, that wanna eat it, love it, and share it just like you do? And gosh, I don't know. I just imagine with me what could happen, because the possibility is there and the potential is there. It just depends on you to continue to pick up the rocks and find the ones that say yes, and find the ones that want to eat it, love it, and share it, and find the ones that want to build big organizations and want to continue to create the income for their families and for the legacy of their family and to make a bigger difference in this world. So I hope that this helps cast a little bit more of the vision of what Isagenix could do for you and for your family as you continue to eat it, love it, and share it.